What this is for? It's a Facebook product. So this is for Facebook Lite and Facebook Touch. They just discontinued it in April. And it's important to note, the reason this is important is because what this was designed for is for countries that had low broadband, that had weak broadband. And so it was designed to make Facebook lighter and easier to use for these countries with limited broadband connection. They've decided not to support it anymore because it's just too difficult for Facebook to keep up with two different platforms. But it's important to note because if you're a country that doesn't have broadband, the right broadband penetration, I spoke in Lisbon about 6 months ago, and the speaker before me was the Prime Minister of Portugal, José Sócrates. And that's how important it is in Europe, because Europe has slow broadband compared to Asia and compared to the United States. And they don't want to be left behind. Because the broadband enables us to consume via social media like we never have before. And if you look at the iPad that's come out, and also you look at the tablet, it's hugely powerful for these Class C and D environments. Well, you might say today, how is that possible? That's for the elite, the iPad. Because it's I think it's 1,000 real once it comes here. In the United States, it's about $400. But all these tablets are going to come out, and it's much cheaper than having a MacBook or a PC. So these things will come down in price to 100 to 200 US dollars, 300 real. And so that enables Class C and D to better consume media. So hugely important from a society perspective. All right, there's usually a Darth Vader soundbite here, but I guess it's not working. But this is just GPS for Darth Vader, and it showcases we don't have a guidebook for social media. So I'm going to try it one more time. Okay. No problem. So what are the 4 steps within social media that give you success? It's listen, what's being said about me, my company. Then it's interacting, that's actually joining the conversation. The third piece is reacting. And a lot of companies fail at this. Reacting meaning, am I adjusting my product and service? If 80% of people are saying, we love this about your product and service, are you doing more of that? Or if they say 50%, we hate this about your product and service, are you changing what you're doing today? So it's really reacting. Then the fourth piece is selling. But what a lot of us do when we hop into social media is we try to go to number 4 right away. We try to sell right away. And what that is analogous to in an offline world is that if we're enjoying the nice food outside this morning, if you saw 4 people that you didn't know, they were having a nice conversation, if you walked up to them and said, excuse me, do you mind if I interrupt your conversation and talk about why I'm great for the next 5 minutes? Hopefully none of us would do that because it's socially unacceptable. Yet when we hop in a digital world, sometimes we forget this and we try to sell right away and it doesn't work. And so it's listen, interact, react, and sell. The beautiful thing is your customer does the exact same thing. And we're all consumers. We can't forget that. We're all consumers of products, even though we work at companies. We all consume products as well. We're listening. What can I expect from this product? Then we're going to interact with it. We're actually going to use it. Then we're going to react. Was it a good or bad experience based on what I thought this would do for me? And the fourth thing is I'm either going to sell for or against this product using these social media tools. So we've never had this capability before. Now I can sell for or against the company using these social media tools. So we're going to go over a couple examples here, and hopefully the sound's going to work. Is that who's doing things well and who's doing things poorly. So we're going to start off with who's doing things poorly, a couple examples of what can go wrong. And then we'll show some examples of what can go really, really right. So this first example is a gentleman had flown on a flight in the United States, and he's a musician, and they damaged his guitar. And so for the next year, he sent in emails, he sent in tweets, he called them, he tried to get his guitar fixed and had paid for by United Airlines. But he was getting nowhere, and a lot of us have probably been in that position where it's fairly frustrating when the airline's not listening to us. So what he decided to do is, I'm a musician, I'm going to write a song, and I'm going to make a video. And I'm going to post that video on the social media site, YouTube, and maybe they'll listen to me when I do that. So here's his song. So that video goes on for a couple more minutes. I like to end it here because she's got her ears plugged, because she's not doing the first thing. She's not listening. And I also love presenting here in Brazil and in South America in general, because the culture is just, you laugh at the videos and you really enjoy life. Where sometimes I show this in Europe and everyone's, well, that's not funny. Do you think that's funny? No. But anyways, it's great that everyone's having fun. And so this guy, it's got close to 10 million views. Close to 10 million views on YouTube. Guess what? United decided to call him and pay to fix his guitar. So he was able to use social media to do that. And God bless him, because you can buy the song on iTunes. So he's actually making a decent amount of money because of this bad situation that United put him in. So, that was from maybe 2 years ago. Who was the United of 2010? And it was British Petroleum. So this image is from a Flickr account, and it was developed by Greenpeace, because Greenpeace said, why don't you submit a new British Petroleum logo? So they got thousands of logos that came in that looked like this. And they printed them on t-shirts, and they actually made a lot of money to help clean up the Gulf. So they used social media politically against British Petroleum. But what I'm going to show you now is a video that was put up within a week of the incident just by regular users. And what this video is it's showing a video of what would happen at British Petroleum headquarters if coffee was spilled during an executive meeting. How would they clean up the coffee spill?
Don't worry about it. It's a small spill on a very large table.
Sir, I think we were underestimating just how much coffee was spilled.
Yeah, that's a lot of coffee.
Well, we better hurry up because it's almost reached my laptop.
It's also going to destroy all the fish.
Oh boy. Oh, look at that.
My God, it's it's encroaching on my map of Louisiana. Wait. I've got a brilliant idea.
It's getting suspicious.
All set. Damn, didn't work. Oh my God, we are really screwed now.
Garbage will fall into the coffee cups, stopping further spillage.
Yeah, there's just coffee and garbage.
Wait, I've got an idea. Damn, I really thought that would work.
Well, maybe it doesn't work right away. Let's observe it.
Okay, so that again goes on for 3-4 more minutes. That has actually more than 10 million views on YouTube. And so that's a very good point, is that a lot of us as companies think, do I need to do social media, or should I do social media? And like I said at the beginning, we don't have a choice on whether we do social media because it's going to happen with or without us. So this stuff's going to happen whether British Petroleum is on social media or not. So companies need to understand that they need to have a voice out there, and if something goes wrong, the public's going to jump on it quickly. So you need to be able to react quickly to it. So I'm going to show you one more quick video. This one is just showcasing that as individuals, we somewhat need to live a life as if our mother is watching us. And most likely our mother is watching us. The fastest growing segment on Facebook and also other social media sites are females 55 years and older. So most likely your mom is watching you. So what we need to do is adjust our behavior as individuals for that. And so we need to remember kind of the proverbial microphone is always on. This video I'm about to show is actually of a newscaster. He's an international newscaster. This is taken from a US footage. But this showcases where the actual microphone was on. And he forgot that it was on, and now it's posted on YouTube. So how many of you guys have ever heard of Rick Rolling? Okay, just a select few of you guys have heard about that. It's fairly old. It's from 3 or 4 years ago. But what Rick Rolling is there's a cheesy 1980s song and a very cheesy video from the 1980s by Rick Astley. You'll recognize the song, I think, when I play it. They decided to Rickroll this broadcaster. And what Rickrolling was is that you might have received an email that said, hey, check out the latest sales figures. And there's a hyperlink. And you click on it thinking you're going to be taken to an Excel spreadsheet. But instead of going to an Excel spreadsheet, you're taken to this cheesy 1980s video. So hence you were Rickrolled. So that's what Rickrolling was and still is today. So they decided to Rickroll this newscaster, and you'll tell that he didn't like it too much. And I apologize, there is some swear words in here. There's 2 swear words, so I haven't edited that out, but this is what happens in life if you're not paying attention.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. Yeah, I don't know whatever it is, it's not right on the telephone. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. Okay, but yeah, I can't read it. There's no words on it. There's no words there to play us out. What does that mean? To play us out?
Sting is going to do. It's a video. Sting video.
What is?
For credits.
I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it. That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it.